WXII 12 News. This is special coverage of the coronavirus impact.
Right now at 5 o'clock, breaking news. North Carolina's stay-at-home order is in effect now, and health experts in the state say we are still weeks away from a potential peak in COVID-19 cases. We've got live team coverage for you as our crews participate in social distancing and continue working from home. Our chief meteorologist Lainey Pope's keeping an eye on the forecast as well, and we've got our Kenny Beck checking in on some neighbors to see how they're holding up. 6 deaths are tied to COVID-19 in our state right now. The state's also reporting more than 1,300 positive test results. There are 146 cases of coronavirus confirmed in our viewing area. That includes 8 cases in Guilford County. There are 7 more confirmed cases in the Triad for a total of 40. County leaders tell us 10 of those patients have recovered. We have learned today that Wilkes County is now reporting its first case of COVID-19. There are also new cases in Davidson, Randolph, Davie, Alamance, Surry, and Yadkin counties. And as mentioned, the governor's stay-at-home order is in effect right now for everyone all across North Carolina. It started at 5 on the dot. Gatherings of over 10 people are banned and only essential businesses are open. This order will be in place for the next 30 days. The Triad's largest cities and their surrounding counties have already been under a stay-at-home order since Friday evening. We wanted to check in to see if people heeded the warnings. Our Leanne Dinier spoke with Forsyth and Guilford County Sheriff's offices today. Leanne, what did you learn?
Well, in Guilford County, the sheriff says that they did see an uptick in several kinds of calls. They say they saw a lot of domestic calls, calls related to overdoses as well as mental health concerns. But the message that I heard over and over again today was that generally they're really proud of how communities are responding.
Communities across North Carolina are adjusting to the new reality we're all being asked to live in, one that requires we don't go out unless we absolutely must.
You know, you don't want to go out and write citations or put people in jail. What our goal is being able to do, our goal is to make sure that we can educate them and let them understand that, you know, this is serious. This is what the governor has asked us to do, which has come down from the federal level.
While the state's stay-at-home order begins Monday, numerous communities spent their first days under countywide orders this weekend. The Guilford County Sheriff says they got a few calls, but was generally pleased with what he and his deputies saw.
Well, I want to thank you all very much for working with the executive orders that has been sent out. You know, as the sheriff of Guilford County, you know, we ask you to continue to work with us all throughout the county to make sure, one, that you're safe, your household is safe, your co-workers, everybody is safe. So I thank you very much, and we just need to make sure that we all can do our part.
Speaking by video chat.
They're putting themselves on the front lines out there, and we're here to help our community, your community, to try to stay as safe as possible.
Captain Pete Shutt with the Forsyth County Sheriff's Office says it's a bit of a balancing act.
We still have to maintain security and safety of everybody in our community. So we're not out there at this point looking for people to stop just because of the executive order. Keeping that in mind, we are still enforcing the laws. So vehicles traveling at high rates of speed in violation of general statutes, we're still going to be making those traffic stops. But it's not our intent to go out and seek anyone out that would be in violation of these executive orders.
If deputies do encounter a violation of the order, Shutt says they'll educate the individual or the group. Deputies are, however, able to enforce restrictions should it come to that.
We're doing the best we can under the circumstances that's been provided for us with this virus. So my guys and gals are all out there working as hard as they can. They're coming into work every day.
Each day, adjustments being made to help curb the spread of COVID-19.
And a quick reminder, if you do get pulled over, likely you're going to be asked where you're going. That's standard protocol. The Forsyth County Sheriff's Office asks that we remind folks so they're not alarmed if that does happen. We'll send it all back to you.
Good information, Leanne. Thank you. Meanwhile, we're waiting for the latest update from the White House Coronavirus Task Force that was scheduled to start at 5 o'clock. Right now, the country is reporting more than 150,000 cases of COVID-19, according to Johns Hopkins University. We're going to bring you the update live just as soon as the president takes the podium. In Virginia, a stay-at-home order is in place now until June 10th. Governor Ralph Northam issued that order this afternoon, effective immediately. Northam says people should only leave their homes for food, supplies, medical care, or exercise. All essential businesses are going to stay open, but gatherings of more than 10 people are banned. Governor Roy Cooper says the first unemployment payments related to the coronavirus are going to go out next week. Already, the state's received almost 250,000 claims in the last 2 weeks. That's compared to about 7,500 claims in the first 2 weeks of March. You can file a new claim online at des.nc.gov. If you don't have access to a computer or need some assistance, you can file over the phone by calling the number on your screen, 888-737-0259. Right now, the Justice Department is reviewing a series of stock trades made by 4 lawmakers, including North Carolina Senator Richard Burr. The investigation's in coordination with the Securities and Exchange Commission. The FBI has also reached out to Burr. In mid-February, financial documents show the senator and his wife sold as much as $1.7 million in stocks after a private congressional briefing about COVID-19. Earlier this month, Burr called on the Senate Ethics Committee to look into those trades. Right now, there is no indication that any of the sales broke any laws or state rules. Right now, there's an app to help parents keep their kids on track while the family's stuck at home. It's called Busy Kid, and a family in Guilford County says it works great for them. Our Bill O'Neill joins us now with that story.
Busy Kid keeps track of your youngsters' chores as well as their allowance, and it offers a very interesting option of what kids can do with their money.
I'm Katie Ray.
Meet the Mann family, Caroline, Lillian, and Katie Ray. They may not look like Wall Street tycoons, but they're on their way. I hear you're investing in stocks.
I'm buying Disney.
What's your favorite thing you like about Disney?
The Star Wars land.
Busy Kid, the allowance app, gives kids a chance to invest some of their allowance in the stock market, buying partial shares.
They're like, Daddy, we want Disney. We want Disney. They're loving Disney. They love the idea that they own just a small piece of Disney.
I kind of like that idea too. The app also gives kids a chance to give some of their money to charity, good causes such as the Red Cross, or they can choose to give their money to church or local charity. Kids get their own debit card, allowing them to spend their hard-earned money, and an option to save some of their allowance.
They love it. They love it. They, obviously they love being able to go spend the money that they're getting.
But Dad says it's more than just making and spending money.
Just the sense of independence, of being able to do their own laundry, fold their clothes, put them up. It was amazing the first week we did it.
I struggle with my laundry now. No struggles today. It's pajama day at the Mann home. Is there anything you'd like to tell us about being home with your folks and your sisters?
They're really annoying.
They look like best friends today. We didn't ask, but the girls wanted us to know that their parents are wonderful cooks. What's your favorite dish?
The famous? Probably the meatballs.
Oh, excellent.
Meatballs! We're going to famous.
Well, next will be you guys learning how to cook.
Not really.
I asked the girls if they wanted to tell their friends anything. They said, yeah, tell them that we miss them. In Guilford County, I'm Bill O'Neill, WXII 12 News.
Great story. Thanks, Bill. Busy Kid is a free app available on Android and iOS app stores. Well, a lot of people are looking for the bright spot in all of this, and every day we've been asking you what's good. We love seeing what you share with us. Our Kenny Beck has been checking in on his neighbors and you while working from home. Kenny, so what's good with you today?
Brianna, I'll tell you what's good with me today. Beautiful day. Went for a bike ride, shot some footage, and actually shot the story that I'm going to have for you at 6 o'clock while I was out on a bike ride. So there's a neat little tease for you there. In terms of, we're just talking about neat apps that people like to use. Facebook, obviously, just about everybody has that on their smartphone. And so many of you continue to pepper us with such great news, such great pictures. And we know that you are really enjoying the fact that we then share these with all of our viewers here. So let's get right to them. Renee writes to us and shares this beautiful photo with us. She says, stuck at home with these two beauties. Stuck at home. That sounds like a good problem problem to have. Renee, always nice to hear from you. Next, let's go to Lori Minton. She says, today is my beautiful daughter, Marina Shoemate's birthday. She's a school teacher, and she's working hard behind her computer to make sure kids have the love and support they need. Join me in wishing her a happy birthday. Marina, happy birthday. We appreciate teachers like you so very much, especially for those of us who aren't teachers and have to help get our kids through these tricky times right now, all these assignments. Boy, oh boy, it gives you an appreciation for how difficult and how challenging that work can be. You gotta love it. Donna Cook-Barham writes, giving thanks for another day to enjoy my granddaughter, Addie Rose. Life is good. Boy, how'd you like to be that relaxed right now? That is a pretty good shot of little Addie Rose. Very nice, Donna. Thank you for that one. And finally, Shane Mitten is working out with my boy. Oh, I'm not sure if he's much of a spotter there, but in terms of emotional support, it doesn't get a whole lot better than having a good boy or a good girl with you. We have seen so many people, at least in my neighborhood, taking their little dogs and cats and everybody else out for walks. My little guy sleeps so well at night because he's going for about 3 or 4 walks a day. And I tell you what, it's beautiful weather out here for now. Allergies have not kicked in. The medicine is working well, Brianna. Send a lot of positive vibes to all the folks back in the newsroom. I miss all you guys. I'm looking forward to when I can be back with you.
I know, it's been a while, Kenny. We know, at least in Forsyth County, Guilford County as well, a lot of people were cooped up at home over the weekend. Did you guys get creative to do anything interesting while you had to stay at home pretty much?
Gosh, my kids both love being outside so much. My son, if it involves any type of ball and a score, he is all about it. So we did that. We were outside. Let's play baseball catch. Let's play football catch. Now let's go in and play video games, sports video games. Let's go back outside and do more of that. We have a big hill in our neighborhood just across the street. Both kids, we go down that hill a lot when it's snowing because it's a great sledding hill. They took their bikes down that hill yesterday. They both enjoyed that a lot too. So you look for little moments of happiness and you look to get outside. We are incredibly lucky that to go through this right now. The weather so far has been very, very good. We can be a good social distance away from everybody but still get some fresh air.
Excellent. Great to see you, Kenny. Thank you so much. Well, today is National Doctors Day, and we want to take a moment to thank everyone working in healthcare right now. Your dedication is needed more than ever as we face this global pandemic together. So thank you for the long hours and for taking great care of us all. You're watching WXII 12 News at 5. We'll be right back.